What's up, guys? This is Rey-Jay back with another video. And in this one, I want to give you guys a very quick update about the markets. Just know that I am not a financial planner, so take nothing I'm saying as financial advice. Anyways, we just got a couple of bill launches at 11:30 a.m., but besides that, there's not really a whole lot else that's coming out. And for now, the market is choppy. Right now, we're seeing SPY shopping around quite a bit, but we're also range bound, and this range is going to determine which way we end up going. So if you're bullish on SPY, we need to see this get bought back up. President Trump is in a meeting with President Zelensky of Ukraine, and they've been talking quite a bit. They're also talking about how they're working on this deal. Besides that, there's not really a whole lot else that's going on. But if SPY wants to be bullish, we need to get back above 645. If we reclaim that, yeah, I think we could be going to new all-time highs. But if we fail at 642, then I think we could be tipping to 640, then potentially all the way down to like 635. I also want to call out that why downside looks a bit more promising because we have a potential left shoulder ahead and then a right shoulder right here. And if we just continue to reject and we start losing 642, that could be a sign that this is going to be dipping a lot lower, and then the head and shoulders could pan out, taking us down to the 630s. So we'll see if the head and shoulders is about to pan out or not. So be very mindful of that. We'll see how it goes. Now we're technically in a range, so we'll see if SPY loses support or breaks resistance. We're in the middle, but if 642 fails us, there is the possibility of head and shoulders here, and there could be some significant downside. On the QQQ, like I said earlier, it's also kind of lackluster. We're technically on a bit of a downtrend here. We need to get back above essentially 578 to be bullish. If we can't hold that, I do expect this to chop around and slowly make its way down to 575. If that fails us, we could be dipping more, so be careful with the QQQ. Right now, tech is showing some weakness. If 575 fails us, we could be dipping to 572 or below. We need to get back above 580 to bounce, otherwise we're favoring some downside. The IWM was trying to bounce here, but notice that it's kind of flat. We're not doing the best of jobs at kind of like getting back above this resistance. And if we reject before breaking past 228, this could be kind of like a rejection, a bit of a downtrend that could be forming as we're making lower highs. So we'll see how it goes. If we lose 226, we could be dipping a lot more. So we'll see what happens after that. ES is showing some weakness. As you can tell, it's on a bit of a downtrend. We need to get back above 64.70. If not, we could be dipping to 64.50 to 64.44. So be very careful, and there is going to be a risk of some downside, especially as we try to hold the support. 64.50 or below is likely going to be tested, so keep that in mind. For NQ, we're making lower highs here. We need to reclaim 23,800 to start breaking out. But if we lose 23,736, we're looking for a dip back down towards 23,650. This is favoring downside a bit more, but we need to lose 23,736 for confirmation. Right now, NQ and the QQQ and tech are looking weaker, but we need confirmation for more downside. We are starting to show signs of that, so remember that. Bitcoin's on a bit of a downtrend. We could be retesting 116,500. We're going to see if it rejects off that. For now, there's weakness. Tesla's technically on a downtrend, but we did talk about how Tesla's going to likely try to bounce for resistance at 333. And I warned you guys to see if you reject where this trend line is. So as we get close to like 335, Tesla could reject and turn back down, especially if the market slows down. We have a flag here. Unless we reclaim 340 to be bullish, we're still favoring lower highs like this. We're still favoring lower highs. So could we bounce a bit? Yes. And if we get back above 340, then yes, this could turn more bullish. If we don't get back above 340, this could just reject and continue to fall back down towards the lower 330s. So remember that. So that's going to be important for Tesla. Nvidia is very flat right now. It's not bullish or bearish. We need to break past 185 to be bullish, but lose 180 to be bearish. We're just stuck in the middle. I just see this continuing to chop for some time. If President Trump ends up announcing the new tariffs on semiconductors, that could slow things down, but we'll see just to be safe. Appl has 229 as support. We need to hold this in balance. If not, we could be dipping back down towards like 225. For Supermicro, we're kind of flat here. As long as we're above 46, though, we're favoring a temper 48. It looks a bit more bullish. AMD is showing weakness. Watch 174 as support. If it doesn't hold, we're looking for 171. Coinbase is trying to retest 320. If that breaks, we're looking for like 325, and we'll see if it rejects. But I see some upside potential. For Amazon, we're kind of flat right now. We're going to likely continue to chop around. And then we'll see if we dip back down to 227. For Meta, we have a double top rejection. We're going to see if we reclaim 768. If not, this may continue to fall back down to like 758. Google may retest 203. If that fails, this we could be dipping to 200. And then Microsoft's on a bit of a downtrend unless we get back up at 523. We're favoring a move back down towards like 513. We're still favoring downside. The VIX, what's very interesting is that the VIX has come down a bit to fill this gap, but we're going to see if it bounces. It's still holding our 20 EMA, and it could be trying to go back up to like 15.74. So there could be some upside coming to it. For now, SPY and the QQQ are showing some weakness. SPY has not lost critical support yet at 642. So we'll see if that fails or not. If so, we could be looking for a bigger move down. The QQQ is looking a little bit weaker. The triple Q is showing some weakness, but we're going to see if this ends up dumping or not. We haven't really lost 575 yet, so we're still technically choppy in the markets, but the downside risk is there. Watch your levels just to be safe. And with that being said, I want to thank you all so much for listening. Have a good rest of your guys' days, and peace out.